Mentor here, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the upcoming videos. All right, so let's just jump right into it, guys. The freight rates are the issue, right? Yeah, diesel prices are high, fuel prices are high, and it sucks. It truly does suck. But let's look at it from a business perspective here. Who cares what the rates of fuel are if so when diesel and fuel started to rise, the freight rates should have rose with it, right? But we saw the rates go the other way. So from a business perspective, when things go up, everything around it should scale up with it, but it didn't. The rates went the other way. Now, I've talked about this in other videos. We know why the rates are going the other way. It's simple, you know. You got a lot of inexperienced drivers that are in the space right now. We had an infusion, so to speak, of new people come into the space within the last year and a half, 2 years, and they entered into the space at the wrong time, and the brokers are taking advantage of those inexperienced drivers. Now, a lot of those inexperienced drivers now, they came in, yeah, it was good when they came in. The rates were high last year, the rates were inflated, right? But now we're dealing with inflation, all right? We're dealing with inflation, we're dealing with high fuel costs. And those guys are the ones that are forcing these rates to go down because the brokers are taking advantage of them, because the brokers know that these guys will take anything because they're fighting to survive. They're not profiting anything. They're not profiting anything. They're fighting just to stay afloat. They're fighting to pay that truck note. They're fighting to pay that leasing fee. They're fighting to pay that rental fee. You got guys that are renting trucks, you know. So the brokers know this. So the brokers are skimming. They're taking advantage. You know, they're taking advantage, and you know, the inexperienced guys are just taking these low rates, which is making it harder for guys that have been in the space for a while, and it's forcing them out of business. You know, every day I see media reports, and they report on truck driver shortage. There's a trucker shortage. America is short 80,000 truckers, and I struggle to find actual real data on if this is true or not, because what I physically see is, you know, a bunch of truckers sitting, you know, at truck stations, you know, at travel plazas, all times of the day. You know, there's nowhere to park. So I'm like, okay, if there's a shortage, why is it nowhere to park anymore? And then I really had to think. The reason why it's probably nowhere to park and why I see more truckers sitting is, one, because a lot of, you know, truckers that are experienced into the game, they're parking and they're waiting. That waiting period when they're looking for, they're not taking the BS loads. So they may sit a day, or they may sit 2 days, or they may sit 3 days until they find a load that's paying. I would hope, you know, an experienced trucker isn't taking anything less right now for less than $3, $3.15, you know? So, you know, whereas a few years ago, you know, a person go on a load board, you know, after their downtime, and they can probably pick up a load in a couple hours. Now they're sitting days because an experienced guy is not gonna take $1.75, not gonna take $1.80, not gonna take $2, you know, not gonna do it. So I'm thinking that these parking spaces are just full because you got a lot of experienced guys that are parking, waiting on the right loads to come through. So they're just sitting. And I have first-hand experience. My moving company, we recently moved someone from Portland back to Chicago. We moved her to Portland some years ago from Chicago, and she called us to move her back, and we moved her back. And I went on that move. I went and did it. Well, I did the driving. You know, I did the driving because right now, you know, we're short staffed, we're struggling. So I'm in the field, and I couldn't find anywhere to park. You know, coming from Portland, the first night I slept. It wasn't even at a truck stop. I slept in a regular gas station parking lot. The next night I went through three truck stops, and there was nowhere to park. I ended up having to sleep. I had to keep going, and I ended up sleeping at a rest stop on the shoulder. Yep, I ended up sleeping at a rest stop on the shoulder, and so I mean, I can attest to it. You know, there is nowhere to park, and I truly believe that the reason why these travel plazas, I mean, people say it's a lack of parking spaces. I just think more truckers are sitting longer now. You know, more truckers are sitting longer. You know, you can expect that on the weekends, right? When a lot of truckers are just, you know, they're down for the weekend and they start rolling late Sunday night, early Monday morning. But you see that 7 days a week now. And I'm certain, and I could be wrong, this is just me speculating. I'm thinking it is because more truckers are sitting, parking their trucks, and just waiting on a decent load, and that waiting period it's taking longer now. It's taking a few days, where before it would probably take a few hours. Also, right now, you're seeing a lot of experienced truck drivers parking their trucks, selling their trucks, and going back to become company drivers, and it is sad. You know, I hate to see that happen. I hate, and I know that's got to be mentally wearing on a person who is their own boss, and they have to go back. You know, I saw one comment in another page where this guy has been an owner operator for like 20 years, and he recently had to, you know, sell his truck, and now he's back driving for a company. He says he's making what he was making when he was 24. So I know that's got to be mentally, it's just got to be a hard pill to swallow. But you're seeing that a lot. You saw Toe Piglet shut down earlier this week. And every day I just see reports. I see YouTubers that are into the trucking space that are closing and going out of business, or selling their trucks, or parking their trucks and going working for a company. So and I'm speaking for experienced guys. If experienced guys are, you know, are parking their trucks, trying to wait it out, or parking their trucks, going and working for companies, or selling their trucks and going to work for companies, to the new guys that are in the space that are inexperienced, I'm asking you guys, you know, maybe, because like in order to fight this through, you gotta have deep pockets, or you gotta have low overhead. And I know a lot of the new guys are either financing the truck at a high rate because they bought their truck 3 times the value of it. They're leasing at a higher rate, or they're renting at a higher rate. And if fuel is high and if rates are low, then you're struggling to break even. So why even do it? Why even do it? In order for the rates to go up, people have to stop taking the rates, right? So if you want to see higher rates, and I'm speaking to the new guys, if you want to see higher rates, you got to stop taking these lower rates. Whatever you have to do to stop taking the lower rates, then that's what you gotta do. If you can sit it out, if you can wait it out, or if you can wait a few days until you can find a good load, or if you have to just, you know, say, you know what, let me go work for a company, let me figure something else out, and then let the industry correct itself, and then maybe I can come back in. But contributing to the demise of it is not going to help you or anyone else. So basically, in ending this video, what I'm really trying to say is, instead of trying to fight the cost of diesel, let's let's take a battle that we actually could possibly win. Let's fight the rates. Let's fight the brokers. You know, we can't fight, you know, the big corporate hedge fund guys that are probably really controlling this fuel crisis. You know, I thought it might have had something to do with the war, and it's probably bigger than that. You know, it's probably big corporation. It's probably these big hedge fund guys. They're probably controlling this fuel crisis. They're probably behind it, right? We're not going to be able to beat that. So what we should try to do is we should try to fight the rates. We can, you know, we got a leg to stand on there, you know, and the first thing that we need to do is we need to, or the people that are the inexperienced guys I'm speaking to, stop taking those rates, and then you'll see the rates arise. All right, so on that note, I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna drop this link below for my Instagram. If you got any questions or comments, or you want to talk about anything, hit me on the DM there. I'll put the link below. I'll also put the link to my TikTok below. Other than that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the upcoming videos. And guys, keep your heads up, man. We're gonna make it through this. To every single person out there that's in the trucking industry, no matter what niche of trucking you're in, whether you're a moving company, whether you're an owner-operator, whether you're a company driver, whether you work the load boards, whether you're running direct from a supplier, whatever you do in trucking, just keep your heads up. We're gonna make it through this. I'll talk to you guys soon.
True story, new story.